Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm JJ and this is my island Shroomy. Let's see who's here. We did have Drago. I don't know where he's gone. There he is. He's like, nope. I've walked past a couple of times. Now I'm over here. Anybody else? No, I don't think so. That's fine. I'm just going to get straight into it and I'm going to do a villager house. Maybe two. I don't know yet, but I want to get some of my villager houses done. So that's what I've decided to do today, a villager house. Whether I get two done, I don't know, but we'll soon find out. Depends on how long it takes me to do the first one. So that's what's going on today. So we might as well just get straight into it. Let's go. We're obviously going to start with the hard hat on because I always start with the hard hat on. Even if I decorate and I don't need to do no terraforming, I still put my hard hat on. I need to get out of that habit though, because if I'm decorating, there's no need for me to have my hard hat on. But I still put it on anyway. I just can't help myself. We are obviously doing the path. There will be some terraforming in this build because I want to put a bridge. I have decided I'm going to do two villager houses and put a bridge between them because I don't have that many bridges in this game. I don't think I've put any bridges actually. No, I don't think I have. I may have a bridge, I have no idea. But at the minute, we do have this bridge that I'm going to put in. I will obviously add a waterfall to it, but I don't know how it's going to look. I will try to make it look pretty, but I don't know, because I don't know what I'm doing with this build anyway. I know obviously I want to put a house or two, preferably two houses just so I can get them done, and then obviously the bridge. But how it's going to look, how it's going to come out, I'm not too sure about that. But this is nothing new for me. I never know how it's going to look or what it's going to look like and all of that. It's just a radius storage shed and get an item or a few items. I always choose an item. So for example, like with Boots' house, I knew I wanted to do him a fishing area. That's the only build that I actually knew what I was doing, to be honest. So I wanted the fishing area for Boots, so understandably you will get all the bits that you need for fishing. So if I know what I'm doing for a build, or say for example, if I didn't know what I was doing with Boots and then I come across the fishing rods for him, I would then get everything to do with fishing. So that's what I do when I don't have any idea. I see an item in my storage shed and I pick up that item and just get everything else to match it. So if you're struggling for a build or you have no idea what you're doing for that build, then just raid your storage shed, pick an item and then just do everything around that item. Try it out. Just see if you can do it that way, because that's how I do it. That's how I get my builds done. I am being a bit indecisive about whether I want to restart the other island because I got the Switch 2 and started a new island. And I did the first day where I name my island and pay off my Nook miles. I do that all in one sitting. So that first bit where I pay off my loan, I do it on that first day that we get the island. And so far that's all I've done on the island. And I've got no further than that. And I haven't been on there for a few days. And I'm now at that stage where I'm like, even though it's a really good island that I found, I'm at that stage where I'm like, well, do I just delete it because I haven't really been on there, and record it for you. But I don't know, because when I first did that and recorded, I think it was Toy Box, I went to record the first bit of Toy Box and I couldn't do it. I was absolutely not. It was so boring for me. The first bit, like naming the island and getting to 3 stars. No, the first bit of naming the island up until you see KK and you sleep. That bit's fine. But then from there on, getting towards 3 stars is so boring for me. So I didn't know whether to record that or not. When I did it on Toy Box, I was like, nope, delete it all. I'm not dealing with that. It's too boring for me. Absolutely not. Whereas if I was to record that all on another island, I've decided that I would talk through naming my island, choosing my island and all of that. But then when it comes to me getting to 3 stars, that will have no commentary because, no, I couldn't do that bit. So that bit would have no commentary. So if you want to see that with no commentary, please let me know and I will decide whether to restart my restarted island or my new island with my new theme. But I don't know. I'm indecisive. I have no idea. The joys of being a Libra. You're so indecisive. Well, no, I think even if I was any other star sign, I would be very indecisive because that's just who I am. I don't think it's got anything to do with me being a Libra, to be honest. I did say that I would show you my villagers because I've got all 10 of them now. And I did say I would show you, but I haven't got around to showing you yet. So maybe when I get to my next build, in my next intro, I will show you who my villagers are. I was going to wait until I come to the dream address and the tour of Shroomy, but that seems to be so far away, so I can't do that to you lot. So my next intro, I will show you who my villagers are, all 10 of them, because I have them and they're staying on the island. They're not going nowhere. I need to obviously have a little rant about the UK weather because this is ridiculous now. No, it's not ridiculous. I absolutely love the hot weather. But the sweatiness, the mugginess is what I can't deal with. Give me the hotness because I like hot. I like being warm because I hate being cold. I can't deal with the cold. If my hands are cold, my feet are cold, the rest of me's cold and I can never seem to warm up. But give me the hotness any day. Just take away the mugginess and the humidity and the sweatiness. I'm sweating just doing this and it's not pretty. And the UK homes are not built for heat or heat waves, hot weather. We are built for the cold. So you can imagine what it's like in my house right now. Being 29, 30 outside, it's hotter in my house. Even with my fan on, it is blowing hot air and it's nasty. So give me the hot weather any time of the year, but just not the sweatiness and the mugginess. No thank you, you can take that back. But I am a warm weather girly. I can't do the cold. I really can't because I hate coats. I absolutely hate coats. I can't stand a coat. They're just, not for me. So I do prefer not having a coat on. So I'm all about the warm weather. But not when it's hot and sweaty and muggy and no thank you. You can take that back. But I'm enjoying the heat. Like, make it make sense. I'm enjoying the heat but not enjoying the heat. Like, I'm enjoying the warm weather. I'm just not enjoying the sweatiness that comes with it and the humidity. So yeah. But we are currently in the middle of a heat wave right now in the UK, so it's all fun. Sweat and all. Just take the sweat and the humidity away. That's all I ask. Because this is not it. Sweating. It's, not pretty, to be honest. But it's okay. We're fine with this. We've got this. it'll most probably be winter in the next couple of days after this heat wave anyway, so because the UK, I'm sure just the UK will have all 4 seasons in one day. That's how it is here. You never know what the weather's going to be like. One minute it could be raining, next minute it's beautiful sunshine. So you never know with the UK. The weather is hit and miss a lot of the time. But we are in the middle of a heat wave. As much as I am complaining, I'm not complaining. I do love this warm weather. I'm here for it. Just the mugginess is a no from me, thank you. Absolutely not. Anyway, that's enough of my rant. It weren't really a rant, to be honest. It was just me. It was me ranting about the UK weather, because us Brits always moan about the weather in the UK because we just can't help ourselves. We're always moaning about the weather. I think if you've experienced the weather in the UK, then you understand why we moan all the time about the weather here in the UK, because yeah, it gives us mixed emotions. And we love a good old rant, us Brits. Well, I do. I can't talk for everyone else, but I do like a good rant. Get it off my chest and all of that. But anyway, enough about the UK weather, because me talking about it's just making me sweaty even more. I want these houses done because I always leave my houses till last minute. They're always literally my last builds. So I thought, let me just get some of the houses done now in this little area, and then that way I won't have to do all of them at the end. I do want to try and squeeze them in between other builds, just so I don't do them at the end like I always do them at the end. It's quite annoying that I leave my house till last minute. So I'm going to try and do them from this island forward on all the other islands that I end up doing. Try and put my houses in between doing all my other builds, so they're not at the end. I will try to squeeze, or not squeeze, but give my campsite a bigger area on this island, because, well, not necessarily a bigger area, but do it so I have enough space to do it how I want to do it, instead of leaving it till the very last build, like I did on Toybox, and it was like a little tiny campsite. I did think I would have to put the campsite on the beach on Toybox, but we didn't have to do that. So this island, I'm going to try and squeeze all my houses in. Well, not squeeze them in, but place some of them before my last build. Don't get me wrong, I could leave a house till the last minute, but at least it would just be like maybe 1 or 2 houses, not all 10. So we're going to try and do that for this island, and then I'm going to try and put my campsite in before it's the last build. Only time will tell when I get through this island. Who knows? We're just going to go with it and see what builds we do on what days, and hope for the best, to be honest, because we always like to hope for the best and get it done when it gets done. So fingers crossed, I give myself a bit more space for the campsite in this build video island. And that is all for today's video. We are by Abel's, because up above up there is the build. You can see Jambet's house, her roof at the top, but let's go see what we have done. It's very simple, not overly decorated. I did give Jambet a flower plant area for her house, because I don't know, I just raided my storage shed, saw the bonsai table, whatever it's called, I can't remember now, the bonsai table at the end, and was like, do you know what, I'm going to give her some plants outside her house. So this is what we ended up with. I chose a few little plants. I didn't want to go overboard with like all the bigger plants and flowers, so we just had a few basic flowers, well, not flowers, they're plants, and this is how it turned out, and I think it's really cute. I love it. It's very cute and random items around, obviously, because, you know, we like to put all the random items around. I just can't help myself. But I didn't want to overdo their houses because obviously I've got all the stuff in my water. But, oh, Alfonso got on my nerves. He really did. Because I was trying to put the code underneath him. And it's the fishing tawny day. And he wouldn't move, so I couldn't put a code there. But once he's moved, eventually, I will get a code in this little spot. But I absolutely love this waterfall. This is the first time I've seen this view of the build. And look at that. I actually love this view. I didn't realise the view until obviously now, because I'd just done it. I literally did the build and then come to do the outro. Now showing you all around, it's the view. I love this view. Like, what? Wow. I love the view, if you couldn't tell. It's so pretty. You've got all the trees blowing. I was going to put a double waterfall, but I thought, you know what, no, I'll just leave it like this. And that tree in the middle, I thought, okay, the pine tree, that would look nice there, so that's why I did that. And now we have Camo Frog's house, and I just gave him a little fishing area and an outdoor kitchen with some fish. Again, I raided the storage shed. This is what I saw or decided just by items. This is what we got. This bit over here, I did leave plain, empty, because I don't know what I'm doing on that cliff yet. I might put a double waterfall there because that is my alligator ruins. So that's why that bit was left in the beginning when I did that build. So I don't want to fill this bit in because I don't know how big I'm going to do up on that cliff. So hopefully I will get it done eventually. And it's very close to my resident services. So yeah, we left it for the time being because it needed to be left, to be honest. And then I will try and figure out that before I get on and do whatever else needs to be done. I don't know yet. Whatever's going here, whether it be in this build or I'll just do it by myself. I have no idea yet. And that is all for today's build, today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you all here in my next build, my next video. Bye guys.